Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Drew Michael Providinsky. It's Michael here, coming at you with a Satellaterknight deck profile, and the guy profiling it today is my good buddy, Jake here. What's up, Jake? So I know this is like your baby deck, and it's like your absolute favorite deck of all time ever, except for, 6 Sams.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's maybe.
maybe what brought you into the game. but anyways, what do you feel about this deck? And so, yeah.
I just feel like crying, actually, with it being just the winner at Worlds. I mean, I know the match was good. I watched it personally. But I still feel like the deck's going to get hit here or there. Maybe generically, maybe not. We'll see what happens. But if it does get hit, I will cry. I will post it on the channel, and you guys can have a good laugh.
It'll just be, literally the thumbnail will just be tears.
just one lone tear. I dare this one tear to be very, very sad.
It's gonna be like that one old commercial with the Indian walking along the river, and like there's trash everywhere, and then he just looks at the camera and one lone tear. It's just gonna be the river's gonna be filled with Satellaterknight cards.
Yeah.
It's just
Jake
Jake with the one lone tear. All right, so let's just hop right into this deck profile and see what the hell you're doing with this deck. And yes, I see that you put your extra deck to the side so you can show off your pretty little signature there.
Oh yeah, I mean I got to. It's in my other profile. It's probably always going to be my mat for as long as I have it. So
yes,
it was signed by a pretty close friend. He signed it personally for me. He went to a con for it. So
yeah.
Anyway, let's jump right into it.
Yes.
I'm gonna start out with monsters. I run the obvious 3. Satellaterknight Trevor.
Scrub, you have that one rare.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean not Trevor. I meant Altier, and
already fucking up.
Yeah, I mean that's just me in general. But I mean obviously the deck's pretty not the deck. Damn. The card's pretty self-explanatory for the deck. That's what I was trying to say. Just grab one out of grave. The only drawback to the card is the fact that only Satellaterknights can attack afterwards, so it's kind of a hindrance here and there.
Because that's just such a letdown.
Well, I mean, you just can't attack any of the other XCs like Estelle or nothing. I mean, it's okay.
I mean, it's okay
so
detrimental.
Card. If it gets hits to 2, I'll be okay. But anyway, yeah, 3. That's pretty self-explanatory. Of course, the 3 Deneb.
Yeah, I think you need 1.
Hit to 1. I cry. I don't play deck. Anyway, yeah, search out anyone I need at the time, whether it be just the obvious ones or even the more less obvious ones that I run personally in the main. So yeah, there's Deneb. Obviously, is Deneb.
Deneb. Yeah. I honestly don't even.
Or as Worlds say, Deneb.
Deneb.
I couldn't stand the way they said it personally, but
you should have heard him. Like whenever we were watching the live stream of it, just anytime they'd say Deneb, you'd just be like, "Why is he saying it like that?"
I don't know, just a lot of I don't know if it was just the people in general, if that's how they're actually supposed to be pronounced and I'm just dumb. Probably that. I'll go for that.
Just go with that one.
Anyway, I actually run Alisam in the main.
Everyone's favorite burner.
Nobody really plays this in the main, even if in the side. I just do it that way. I don't take up an extra deck spot in the main for a cowboy. And it's just 1,000 burn whenever he's summoned. At YCS 150, I actually used him to great advantage in the main by trio locking my opponent who was playing UAs, and I continuously just kept summoning him off effects. He was salty to say the least, but anyway.
Just a tad bit of salt had accumulated on that. Anyway, there's
just so
brow.
many. Yeah. He was just. I got some laced chips after that. But anyway, like that. Just like I said, just continuously summoning him, getting that 1,000 burn adds up. And like I said, don't have to run the cowboy. It's a good card, in my opinion.
Use that burn to burn the DNABs.
Yes.
I actually run Ukulele only out of 1. Sorry, it's not a super. My bad. I was
gonna say, where's your super, Brit?
My bad.
Scrub.
Pretty much. Anyway.
It needs to be pretty.
I only run Ukulele at 1 just because I don't even run him in my side right now, or her, or whatever.
It.
Yeah, it. Shadol Squamata.
Yes.
Anyway. I only run her as a 1 because pulling out a grave it can help sometimes, and just the consistency at 1 because you can search with the Rota right now to send your Deneb the grave for Altair. It's not really mandatory at 2. You can run it at 2 and it'll be perfectly great for the deck. I only run it at 1 because I run some different ones. And
like Alisam.
Like Alisam, obviously. He's just chilling over here like, hey guys.
He's just like, hey, what's up? I got my little bow.
I got my bow. I'm going to shoot you in the heart and in the life points.
I'm just going to shoot you right in the life points and take away 1,000.
Straight out of the stars.
Yes.
Instead of straight out of Compton. Anyway. Ukulele at 1 just because you can run it inside and it'll be okay. Playing out of graves usually only good second game. and just consistency is going to be there no matter what. In this deck, the deck is super consistent as it is right now, and that's probably why it won the Worlds. It's just as consistent as Necros, and it has the better back row, even though Necros have the better monsters, in my opinion.
Yes.
And the card that won Worlds is main.
Yes.
Anyway,
The Regal.
the Rigel card.
The
Anyway.
swaggest of the dank Kush
Anyway.
Tellarknights.
Yes. With that name, how can you not be 420 blazing it?
Look at his majestic locks flowing behind his helmet.
That's a cape.
No, that's
there are some locks there.
Those are his golden locks. He
And
is
then-
like Leonardo DiCaprio behind that mask.
Nah,
Julius
definitely
Caesar.
a nobleman from
Julius
the
Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
colonial times.
Anyway,
Yes.
his effect is give any Satellaterknight plus 500, then send it to the grave during the end phase. If you're getting him off in a triple summon, you can just use the boost on himself or something to get over Unicore, just like in the Worlds. He was really prevalent during the Genlock era, which was just last ban list.
bitch.
But yeah, to get rid of Colossus whenever it was only needed for Genlock, because he comes to 24. And then after you attack, you can just use him for a triple overlay, double overlay. And if not, sending one to the grave with his effect, usually himself, is not bad. You can even put it on Trevere or Deltaros to get their effect out of grave at the end. It's just an all-around good card in the main, and it's your 19 beat, which is, in the deck you need that, especially with me running Ukulele at 1. It's just, you need something big.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you guys are probably freaking out right now, like, where's the Vega? You scrub.
And
Anyway.
it spits on self.
Anyway, there's the Vega. Run it at 1. Now, people might yell at me for that, but I feel like you can just grab it out of grave with Altair, Call, Oasis, whatever you're running, enough to where
Basically, the
2
9 ways to just take things out of grave and be like, it's back.
Exactly. Be like, ha, you thought it went away. You didn't banish it just yet.
You got Ghost Ogre.
Yeah, but anyway, running it at the 1, it doesn't hurt consistency at all, and you can just get it out of grave so many ways to continue your plays. So, 2, it's not cloggy. By all means, run 2 if you want. I'm not going to knock it off. I'm not going to, say it's bad, nothing like that. It's just 1 is okay. And moving on to spells, because I only run 10 monsters in the main.
Yep.
Nothing more, nothing less. Monsters are consistent at 10. You get what you need, and you have a decent amount of search to get them.
I was just going to say, you have 3 other cards in the deck to just kind of find
even
them.
more than that, if I want to.
If you want to.
Anyway, as a one-of, I run Raigeki. Raigeki self-explanatory, nothing
I'm pretty
needed
sure
there.
you need to explain that one.
Blows up the field, you're just to your opponent's side, and you get your shit.
Oh, good.
Anti-Raigeki gets played.
That's
Your side
actually
gets blown up.
$23 right now.
Is it?
Yes, it's
I
ridiculous.
own one.
Anyway, as continuing with the ones, I run 1 Soul Charge. Explanatory, self-explanatory in the deck. You get all their effects when summoned. And it's just a nice just-in-case card. Because with me running 10, there are some times where they're all gone.
So sorry, I was wrong. He actually has 10 ways to pull things back from the graveyard in this deck.
Exactly. Actually, I don't run 1 card that most people do.
Oh, really?
But anyway, yeah, Soul Charge, self-explanatory, good just in case card. You don't really often need to go for more than 1 unless they have some type of lose 1 turn, late imprisoning to get your stuff out. And then I run 3 upstarts. Sorry for the comments. I'm always off by 1 floor.
It always is. So far, it's been always just the 1.
And this is my competition deck, so I feel pretty bad going up against good people with this.
And then they're just like, oh.
They're just like, you only got 2. You're not a good player. But anyway, 3 upstarts, self-explanatory. Just 3 in this deck. I usually only run it at 2, but 3 in this deck because it just helps consistency and gets to your pieces way quicker. And, that's basically it for the card. The 3,000 life gain in this deck in particular is kind of substantial, just because you're pretty much sitting there with the D-Neb half the time being like 15, and you just gave him the 3K off of it, so... And oftentimes, upstarts are like, want to be bros, and they're like, hey, upstart into upstart into upstart into your card that you need. So yeah, basically self-explanatory, upstart, draw a card. Double Dark Hole, because the deck can really recover from board wipes. And, board wiping your opponent isn't really all that great now, and especially with, Ritual Beasts, that can dodge some of them, some of your blow-up cards. The new Cosmo deck can obviously can get around some of it as well. I've been facing off against a Cosmo deck recently. That's the only reason I bring it up.
Yeah.
But Double Dark Hole, Blow Up Field. And then obvious plays are obvious with Triple Rhoda. Sorry for the one foil.
Oh, no, you screwed
Even
up your
more
ratios.
scrub.
You screwed up your ratios there, sir.
Sorry, I mean, I can't be consistent. I have to throw off my opponent somehow. I'm playing Satellas. Anyway, obvious plays are obvious. Get your DNAB, get whatever you need at the time. Triple search on the first turn if you have it. I mean, simple card. I mean, really good for the deck.
Okay.
This is what I was talking about with the might get hit generically because of Worlds. I've been having discussions with everybody that is on the channel.
It's been a slight panic attack with him.
Oh god, yeah. I have no idea what I'm playing. I pretty much settled on Infernoids maybe, so you might see that and sometime soon as well on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if it doesn't get hit too hard, we'll still definitely be playing this deck. But this is the card that we all think might get hit again, just because Satellas are kind of last meta as the game is shifting, and I mean, it hurts a lot of decks with it going down to 1. Clown Blade a little bit because you can't get Assault Halberd except by his own effect. And stuff like that. Necroz, that hurts a little bit of their consistency as well. They're probably going to get hit because of Worlds as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I mean, just makes the deck more consistent.
We've already all agreed that Shaddolls are probably going to get hit because just OCG hates Shaddolls.
OCG hates Shaddolls anyway. They're going to be like, and Satella's topped. Gotta ban that Grista.
One pale Voda, one non-pale Voda, one foil Voda.
Anyway, if this card does get hit, Satellas luckily have an out in the form of Skybridge, which I don't run right now. But definitely with it being played at Worlds and how I've seen it played, it's definitely a great card. I'm really surprised at myself for not playing it earlier. But that's what I'll switch out. Keep the one Rhoda, put into Skybridge, case closed on that one. And then I run 2 Pot of Duality in the deck. I mean, I don't see a lot of Satellas personally play it, but I know other people have, and other people probably do. It's just, you can sit on a DNAB and then get the search, play your 4 back row, proceed to set hand, play the 1 Duality, get whatever you need off of it, or more protection, or an alpha, and you just have your pieces. I mean, it's just the way to get to your pieces. And even late game, you can sit on a Deltaros or a Trevere or a Diamond and still play the card, and it's not dead. Mm-hmm. Unless you're just like, hey, I need that soul charge right now. You draw into a Duality, and you're like, well, I can't summon off of that. But I've never actually ran into any problems with the card in the deck, so I like it as 2, not a 3. And then on to traps, run 1 Mirror Force. You'll see why later. The card is still really good, no matter what you play against. And not even Cosmos, I found is actually really useless. But anything else right now, especially old metas, rogue decks, still deck card is great. So one Torrential, because it does hit Cosmos. There's a guy over here that plays them, but we're not going to show him.
Yeah, he might have built the deck.
But anyway, Torrential hits everything, can't be avoided with whatever you summon, whatever effects go off, can't really be avoided. So it's there. Like I said, the deck can recover from board wipes pretty well with all the bring back cards. So, I mean, it blows up field. Another floodgate. 1 Warning, because Warning's still all around great card, no matter what deck you're playing against. Please hits the Pendulum Summon. Cosmos hits their summons.
I was just going to say, and this card's going to get a lot more prevalent here soon because of
by
Cosmos.
the Altis now.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, it's going to jump. The card, it's always just been a good staple card to run. Same thing with Chaos Trap Hole. That's going to be in the side, just for the mirror. Shaddolls, whatever you need it against. Warning.
Warning.
It's just warning.
Vanity's Emptiness, because it's still a staple card right now, even as a 1. Hurts the mirror, hurts a lot of things, it basically just hurts everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Vanities is Vanities. Bottomless, because Bottomless, nothing much needs to say, it's been a staple for how long? 2 Storming Mirror Forces. Now, this is why I'm only running 2 Mirror Force, not more, because I find this card... Yeah, 1. My bad.
Don't even know his own deck?
Nope. I just kind of threw it together and was like, hey, you want to do a Satellaterknight deck profile? I got a bunch of cards. Anyway,
I found some stuff in the back over here.
I found 3 DNABs just chilling in my binder. Anyway, I actually have a 3rd that I'm actually not running because I feel like 3 is just kind of overkill with the card, but it's super good at 2. What are you
I'm sitting.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting on the bar.
But anyway, it's really good at 2. Hits every deck really hard right now, and I mean, yeah, just spinning a Mass Compulse is just fantastic.
I'm gonna start dancing like Coyote Ugly soon.
Oh, you better.
That's my job.
2 Deep Priz just for more protection, and I don't know, the card's losing its shine just a tad here and there, but I mean, still great overall card. Just it's not as good and as prevalent as it used to be. Banishing is not really that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah.
But, I mean, still just that one attack, get it off board. With Cosmos, they got to pay to get it back. I mean, that's the best. That's what you got.
Hey, they're gonna lose 300 possibly.
It is definitely a side out for Cosmos, but that's a different thing. But main, it's still good against every other deck in the meta. Of course, I mean, what deck wouldn't it be good without their Infinity Barrier?
Pretty sure
No. You play 0 alpha, sir.
I mean, probably here in pretty soon.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, 3 alpha because, I mean, it's alpha. You tribute off, you get a plus, you stop their effect, you negate it, send it to grave. You can negate effects anywhere, use it in the damage step. Just a great all-around card for the deck. And, I mean, I'm going to be sad to see it go, but it's probably going to go.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that counter makes it useless.
Yeah, I mean, that's next level meta.
Yes.
There's Cosmos going to be main in it over there. 3 Phoenix Chain because Trevere Loop. Better than Breakthrough in the deck, in my opinion, just because of Trevere Loop. Stops from attacking on, like, Breakthrough. And then Phoenix Chain is just Phoenix Chain.
It's just a Phoenix Chain.
But Trevere Loop is the only reason why I run it over Breakthrough. And then 3 Call of the Haunted. Only 2 foils. My
Back
bad.
to your
They're
ratio.
originals, though.
Back to your ratio.
Just put my finger here so you can't see that they're not first edition. Anyway, 3 Call of the Haunted because self-explanatory in the deck. They're just great overall cards. Trevere Loop them. Pull back an Altair effect, pull back a Vega. Vega effect, summon Altair, grab something into your Trevere, loop it. It's just, the plays are endless with the card in the deck. So, I mean, overall, that's why I run it.
Why no Oasis?
Why no Oasis is just because I honestly, I don't know, like, I was trying to run it with more whenever I finally got back from ICS 150 with the deck, and I really just didn't like it, because I felt like I got way too many pullback cards, and it was affecting the consistency of the deck with getting my spells, traps, and monsters to get monsters. And I was often finding myself sitting there with a Oasis and a Call, and it was like, well, can't use it for anything because I don't got a monster.
Yep.
But, I mean, other than that, Oasis is a fantastic card. You can use it interchangeably with Call of the Haunted. I just kind of, I don't know, Call, I guess, because it has a foil.
Yeah, fair enough.
It needs to be supered in Astral Pack or whatever they're going to call it in the coming years.
Mm-hmm.
Onto the extra deck. 1 Castell because blowback, and Castell's great. 1 Deltaros because he's increasingly becoming one of the more used decks. God damn. One of the most used cards that coming out of the extra deck. Obviously, other than Trevere, because it's the only one they got besides Diamond and Ptolemy. But it's just becoming more commonly used because, I mean, with the pendulums, you can pop 1, can't respawn to summons, and he's 25, which helps to get over Unicore, and gets a Satellaterknight from deck whenever he dies. It's just a good card.
Yeah.
I don't run him as more than a 1 though because you're not going to go into him that often, but he's still good to go into.
He's still
1 foil Ragnazero. At least
I finally
that.
got the pretty one.
You're welcome.
1 hey, but 1 foil Raggy because foil Raggy, and pop your shit, draw a card. 1 diamond because you shouldn't really need more than 1 diamond unless something gets hit in this coming
No, you need triple diamond.
list. I mean, you could if you want to run that Ptolemy for that Castell. Not Castell, Pallades.
There you go.
That was completely different. Same effect. Anyway, 1 diamond, 1 Rhapsody and Berserk because I found increasingly against decks this is just come in clutch for me. And banishing stuff out of grave for BA because we're TCG over here. We're not that OCG.
Yes.
Anyway, hitting the cards out of grave to stop him from doing plays is great. And then putting it onto a Deltaros, a Exciton, anything.
A diamond.
Yeah, a diamond. Just hey, he's stronger now. Fuck yeah.
Right.
1
in the
Heartland,
bunghole.
1 Heartland Draco because he is my cowboy for the deck.
You could also equip a Rhapsody to Heartland Draco.
You could, but I've never done that.
And that would be
I've never been that
disgusting.
level of douche. Anyway,
Like, oh,
You
you
can,
got
Psych.
You
3,000 more
summon-
life points than me? Yeah, well, you're gonna die now.
Anyway, you use your calls and stuff to your advantage to get out your Alisam that I run, and that's 3K in one turn. I mean, that's substantial, and that's kind of the reason why I don't run the Cowboy, because I have that pullback attack for 3K in one turn, well, burn/attack for 3K in one turn. That does way more damage than Cowboy, and I mean, that's only if I'm going for game. I kind of go into him here and there, but it's not a card that I look to go into. Dark Rebellion XZ's Dragon, because standard is standard.
Yeah.
Because he's just good, except for against Cleese, but they're slowly being like, hey, later, bro.
Yeah.
One number one.
One.
He is number one. Number 101 Satellaterknight for Still Your Girl. And I'm going to save you for last. One Ptolemy, just to go into your diamond first turn. And if you want to go Pleiades, go Pleiades. If you want to try to get that 7D attach, I mean, be my guest, but you're not going to get it, bro. One Trevere. Only because I can't really find any more at the moment, because I don't want to order them offline for $1.
That's what you get for selling them.
I did sell them and I got them back. And I actually prettied them out a little bit more than I did before. But one Trevere right now, it's actually not been bad only having at one, because like Deltaros is still a card. And his effect to pull back, I mean, it's enough at one, but two is also great. One Exciton Knight for blow your shit up.
Yep.
And I can chain and bounce out and still blow your shit up, and haha, Book of Moon, no. And then one number 52 Diamond Crab King, because
Piece of shit.
I'm gonna sit there with my booty, and towers can't do nothing about it. Also, my out the towers in the deck, because it just changes his defense to his attack. It doesn't get affected by it, so you just attack it.
Yep. Just attack
They
it.
just attack it. You're just like, hey, I'm gonna crash with you because
I'm gonna crash my
I'm
crab.
a little pinchy crabby.
Am I gonna
Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'll give you a Krabby Patty.
But yeah, that's it for my Satellaterknight deck with the extra deck included. So, I mean, feel free to leave your comments on what you think's gonna get hit, because I actually am curious to what other people think. And I mean, yeah, it's gonna slowly get phased out, unfortunately. But
Yeah, probably. Which is sad, because it is a neat deck, and I don't think it's too overly powerful that it would need it, but sadly it won Worlds, so it's probably going to die horribly.
anyway,
And-
fun fact too is whenever DA first came out, I pulled the deck. Oh, my bad. My
Come on, do you even know?
I don't YouTubes.
You don't YouTube's well.
But anyway, yeah, the Diamond Crab thing. Anyway, fun fact is I actually pulled the deck whenever DA first came out. I got all 3 DNebs, and I got 2 alphas, I think it was. And then my first ever regionals I went to, I sold it because I didn't think I was ever going to really play the deck hard. Even though my specialty is Warriors, my other deck profile on the channel is 6 Sams. And I didn't really think I was going to play it too much, and then all of a sudden, like, I tried other things, and it wasn't really my thing, and then I went back to the deck, and I just completely fell in love. So, unfortunately, it's probably going to go, and Infernoids are going to be my thing, but I'm not really happy about it.
Moving into some...
And that one lonesome tier.
That one Indian tier rolling down.
On the trail.
Yeah.
On the trail that we blaze out of the meta.
Alright, you guys, so again, if you guys liked the video, please like the video. If you guys hated the video, just leave and don't really say much, because we don't like the haters.
Bye.
And
Bye. You're not going to
Jake-
see me again, apparently. Bye.
Jake saying bye-bye. And if you guys enjoyed this deck profile so much, loved hearing Jake's voice, loved hearing my voice, loved hearing Mystery Man here that you're probably going to be seeing some of real soon here, please join the channel, subscribe, and join this little happy family that we have going on right here, right now.
And remember,
Oh,
be a golem.
never be a golem, yes.
Be the golem.
That includes you.
Yes.
Yes, you.
Yes, you.
Watching the video right now.
Be the
Yes.
golem.
Click out of the video. You're going to be a golem. Do it.
You will become a
Be
golem.
the golem.
Never be a golem.
Be
And
the golem.
see ya.
Later, guys.